Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to MythBrigade. I'm Jason, I'm your host and a GM for many of the games that we play here on the channel. It's been entirely too long since we've posted a video, or really any kind of content, and I wanted to reach out to you all with just some quick updates. The overall point of this is to say that, yes, MythBrigade is alive and well. Like many other companies and organizations, though, the COVID-19 crisis and other recent events have really slowed us down quite a lot. But I wanted to reach out with this look at what's going on for the rest of the summer and the rest of 2020. Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition is by far one of our favorite games. We've got a couple of Rules Bites episodes left before we transition to our next system, which is going to be Call of Cthulhu 7th Edition. One of these episodes is going to be on weapons, one of them on armor, and then we're going to revisit the combat episode we did because...
Thank you for calling YouTube.
Hi, is this channel support services?
Yes.
Great. What should you do when you really fuck up an episode? The Tides of Nurgle lives on. In our last session, the party breached the festering mound and has found themselves only moments away from the answers they seek, and quite probably a pretty grisly death. It's kind of like a combo meal. Big Mac, hold the pus. We'll be picking back up in July on Twitch TV/MythBrigade, so please do stay tuned for the details. Role-playing with this cast is literally one of the most intense theater of the mind experiences I've ever had. And this is coming from someone with 33 years of theater of the mind experiences. It's kind of a big deal. Sort of scary. Roland, Constantine, and Frank have found their way into Pearson Chemicals, or maybe a gateway to hell. Turns out there's a tax loophole if you just have a gateway to hell somewhere on the property. Is that an exemption? I literally can't wait to see where this story goes. A lot of our cult cast members actually work in software for a living, in particular for the theme park and attraction industry. COVID-19 sort of had us all and then and now things are kind of getting back to normal. So we'll be picking this story back up in July. Keep an eye out on the Twitch schedule for more details. This campaign began as an actual, tabletop role-playing game. James and Eric would come over to my house, sit around an actual table, and roll real dice, like actual dice, multiple times. Sadly, the early parts of the campaign didn't get captured in any form, and we only started streaming midway through the Masks storyline. So as a result, there's some pretty big gaps here. When last we met, the guys were in London, trading blows with the cult of the Bloody Tongue, making a general nuisance of themselves in the process. Bloody Americans. As we transition into Call of Cthulhu for the next series of Rules Bites, we'll undoubtedly see a little more activity in this campaign, or maybe one like it. Oh, and I'm also working on an actual novel featuring those original stories of Joe and Walt, which is pretty cool, right? I wrote it, type, I hate typing. Which brings me to a great question for the discussion below. Would you guys be willing to read a piece of fiction like that if I wrote it? I mean, you watch this play, you kind of get a general idea of how the narrative goes. Would it be worth your while? Would you pay, say, $1 or €1 or whatever for Last but not least among our list of campaigns is Savage Worlds. Now, we took quite a while to settle on the right cast for this fast-paced, guns-a-blazing adventure. We have Lenora, Byron, Mike, and John. So some of your favorite regulars and some newbies that are going to absolutely knock your socks off. Of all of our campaigns, COVID-19 really gave this one the biggest kick in the crotch. It slowed us down an awful lot. On the upshot, though, we are picking back up in July and we'll be streaming before you can say
Yeehaw. Say yeehaw.
yeehaw.
Say yeehaw.
Those who have known me will know that I've been a supporter of the Roll20 platform since the team brought it to beta years ago. It had a ton of promise, but thanks to way more technical difficulties than I care to think about, it's time to explore something different. So watch for some content as we learn more about our new platform of choice, Foundry VTT. I've got some really close friends that just swear by it and its extensibility. It's all done in native JavaScript and Node.js for those of you nerds. We're really excited about it. All right, consider yourself fully updated on all the good stuff we've got planned for the last part of 2020. Thank you all so much for continuing to support the channel and for contributing to the amazing community that we're building. I'm continually humbled by how involved you're getting with these stories, the constructive criticism and rules corrections that you guys post in the comments. Seriously, it means a lot. In the meantime, please go ahead and like and subscribe to help us continue to grow. One last thing before we go. My love of tabletop RPGs has to do with their ability to help me escape from the parts of reality that I don't love. A few dice, a character sheet, some good friends, and I'm in another place, performing deeds that my dad bod could never pull off in reality. Recent events have reminded me that there are many people out there today, friends, bandmates, neighbors, coworkers, fellow gamers, who are facing a reality that they can never escape from. It's on the morning news, in line at the grocery store. Their kids face it from their earliest days at school. It's discrimination and abuse based on the color of their skin. Sometimes it's just subtle and hurtful. Other times, it costs them their futures, their dignity, their very lives. These people are crying out for help, my help, your help, for the help of decent, kind people. And those who commit the abuse, I think they're also crying out for our disapproval, for our solidarity on the issues, for our complete unwillingness to see another life lost or ruined by the evils of racism. Now, MythBrigade is not a political platform, and I really want to keep it that way. But I would ask you all to take a moment to explore the links that I've posted in the description of this video. They offer ways that all of us can help to end racism in all of its forms around the world. And if these specific resources don't resonate with you, that's okay. There are hundreds of other resources on the internet that will be there if you just look for them. Please do something to help, because lives matter, dignity matters, justice matters. These things have never been up for debate, but right now, our Black communities need our help, and I'm hoping that you'll join me in answering that call. Until next time, thank you so much for watching and being a part of everything we do here at MythBrigade.